I love this show. I love what we're doing for this show. I love how people are supporting the show and all that. But more importantly, I love it when we start the show.
It's time for the hottest podcast in the nation. The Convo and Coffee Podcast, hosted by best-selling author and entrepreneur D.reed, along with celebrity barber ADB, the brain, always doing business. Do not get it twisted. Get ready for insight, laughs, and conversation. It's about to be lit. Powered by I Can Rock Entertainment. Let's get it. It's that number one worldwide podcast. Worldwide. It's going down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's up.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history.
Yeah. Let's get it. I like when they say, let's get into it. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? What's up, man? It's the boy Topshelf D.reed, man. Welcome to another episode of Cutsconvo and Coffee, man. We're in the building. I'm going to get y'all, man. Y'all already know why, man. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another show, man. This show, episode 24. Y'all know it's episode 24, right? God, time flies, right? It just keep on flying. Listen, man, if you're watching right now and you're tuned into YouTube, make sure you do me a favor and push that subscribe button right now. There it is, right there. Push that subscribe button and let everybody know that you are watching the number one barbershop podcast, Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. And I could not do it without the man that's behind the cam, which is kind of, into his name. We call him half cam and half amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Fontaine is in the building. Oh, my God, Superman. I love it, man. Love it, man. Listen, if you're also watching us on any social media platform, make sure you let everybody know that you're watching the show. Make sure you know that you are sharing, you are pushing like, you are pushing, subscribe and all that stuff. Let everybody know that you're watching this show because it means so much to us. It means so much that you guys are watching the show and enjoying the show like we are, because you can tell on the show we have a lot of fun. And I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for watching and tuning in Cuts, Convo, and Coffee, man. That's right, man. So we are tuned in, man, right now. And I hope you guys had a great week. Y'all had a great week. Those listening on the audio, because we got some real hardcore, podcast fans, not just watching the videos, right? Some real hardcore podcast fans that are listening on Spotify, Apple Music, you know what I mean? All types of stuff, like Apple iPod, all that. There's so much stuff going on, man. And now it's going to be more stuff. Why? Because AI is coming into play. You know what I mean? It's like, AI is coming into play. Half cam, it's coming. So a lot of people it's going to be something new. Every time that we try to get hooked or locked in some type of social media or something, here comes something else. Like, come on, we was at Facebook first, and then we got Twitter, which turned to X, and after X, it turned to Instagram turned to something else, and now we got Threads. You know what I mean? What is Threads? Are you on Threads? Anybody on Threads? Heck, can you on Threads?
I'm not.
Oh, you sound good. Oh my God, you sound so good. So, I'm gonna get y'all, and I'll probably announce this at the end of the show or maybe during the show. I'm gonna tell you why that I'm after y'all, because y'all already know what y'all did, and y'all know that we just cannot do this. But anyway, welcome to another episode of Cuts, Convo, and Coffee, man. I am Top Shelf D.reed, and you're tuned into the number one barbershop podcast. Welcome to the barbershop, man. Welcome. And we thank you guys for just tuning in, watching every week for our content. Listen, we're going to have our segments that's going to come forth. You already know we got the hots. A lot of people watch the hots. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to see what's on the hots. That's where we talk about all the international, national news, you know what I mean? Stuff that y'all talk about on TikTok. Sometimes I just don't want to be getting into gossip stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot, half cam. It's a lot of that going on, like a lot of gossip sites and stuff. I don't want to really be a part of that community. However, you guys like certain things that we talk about. So the hots, international and national news, stuff that you guys talked about on the social media sites. And you know what? We're going to, do y'all a favor and talk about it. And I think what it really is, I think that, a lot of people do talk about pretty much the same stuff, but even if you are talking about the same subject, you're not giving the same perspective. And one thing about the barbershop, and we're going to get to that and why I, call it Cutsconvocoffee. We're going to get to that. I know it's one of my favorite parts of the show, the intro, stuff like that. But people want to get more so into our perspective, in the barbershop perspective, and that's very important, because one thing about a barbershop, we pretty much have things that's off limits. You know, and nothing's off limits. Let me say that. Nothing's off limits, and most of the things that are off limits, we still gonna talk about it anyway. So with that being said, the intro is brought to you by Abundance Child. That's right. Heal Thyself Tea by the way of Drop Squad. Heal Thyself Tea. Start your day off with Heal Thyself Tea. And let me say this. And Headcam, you do a lot of stuff, man. And you know what? Maybe one day we're going to reveal you. How about we might reveal who's half cam and half amazing? I got a studio on this here other than half cam, but I don't want to expose them yet. But maybe I will. Maybe I will. You know what I mean? But anyway, half cam is actually one who introduced me to this herbal tea. It's a hot herbal tea that they have, man, which is so, and my kids and my wife, they love it when I say soothing. Like, you know, it's like when I pull up to Starbucks. Yo, if my kids watching this right now, they are going to, Dad, don't tell them. It's like, let me tell y'all a little secret. So when I pull up to Starbucks, my kids are a little hood and bougie, right? So when you pull up to Starbucks, they actually, you know, it's like the bouginess come on. You know what I mean? It's not like you going to Dunkin' Donuts. No shout out. You know, no shade against Dunkin' Donuts. But when I pull up to Starbucks, I say, yeah, I want something soothing. Can I get something soothing? I turn into my Starbucks voice, you know? And they be in the backseat like, yo, they don't even know he's from the hood. He just like, this boy is the biggest project, you know what I mean? But anyway, when I pull up to Starbucks, it's just the bouginess comes up. You know what I mean? I want the latte with the oat milk and all, you know. Anyway, I started to say this. Half cam, thank you. I said to say thank you, bro, for introducing me to something that was not only soothing, but something that was good and actually healthy for me. So shout out to Drop Squad, Abundance Child, Heal Thyself Tea. Ain't that awesome, man? That's a good look, man. Anyway, so again, we are here on Cutsconvocoffee. Make sure you go ahead and push subscribe. I'm just not ready to give you the scoop on the intro yet, but if you're ready, yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what happened. Back over in the West Coast, we got a lot of people that's watching over the West Coast. So I get text calls, emails, and all that from a lot of people from, you know, different parts of the country. And this lady happened to hit me up and say, you know, every show you just might have to tell people why you call the show Cuts Convo and Coffee. And I want to thank you for that. I don't even know the lady's name. I had to go back to the email. But I just know we get so many emails, and I just look and say, hey, I watched the show. I love the show. And can you please tell everybody why you call it Cuts Convo and Coffee? Because I think it's important. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, you know, why we would do that? Yeah, because a lot of people are new watchers, and I know you're getting so many people watching each and every week because they're hearing about the show. And then all of a sudden, you know, I'm there watching, or I might just be on YouTube. She said, I might be on YouTube just like I was. And I caught your show. I thought it was engaging. I thought it was interesting. So every show, you're going to have to tell everybody why they call the show Cuts Convo and Coffee. So, Half Cam, you ready? This is why we call it Cuts Convo and Coffee. Listen, for those who just first time watching the show, I call the show Cuts Convo and Coffee because I am a professional barber and a professional instructor who actually owned the shop. As a matter of fact, owned several shops. And not only that, I just retired from the professional business of cutting hair. Why did I mention that? Because that's the cut section of the show. That is the cut section of Cuts Convo and Coffee. Now, we got cuts out the way. Now we got Convo. Boom. Wow. Convo. Convo is a great conversation that we always have in barbershops and salons across the world. Now, I don't know if it's the same across the world. Let me just kind of add to that. But I do know in the United States, barbershops is the black man's country club. And we have great conversations about life, about religion, about politics, about health, about all types of things that goes around in our community, trying to make the community better. It was always known as a campground in the sense that men used to come to the barbershop on Saturday and talk about anything and everything without being judged. You know what I mean? So cut, hence convo. And the reason why we call it coffee, Ray Charles, you need to help me out. Thank you, sir. We call it coffee because we are woke. That's right. Cuts, convo, and coffee. Yeah, ain't that cool? That's pretty cool. You know, because Half Cam, a lot of people are proclaiming to be woke, but they blind. You know what I mean? We woke. But you can't, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going either. Anyway, I'm not going either. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and welcome to the barbershop, man. We got a great show before you guys, and we cannot wait to go ahead and get into this. Half Cam, how was your week? You had a good week? You know, it was cool. Well, I'm going to ask you a question, Half Cam. What is today? Because every day is a national day. Y'all know we do National Day. What is today? Do you know what National Day is? Is it National Pets Day? What is it? It could be what?
Today is National
What?
Corn Dog Day.
Are you serious? Half Cam, do you eat corn dogs?
No.
I don't. It's just certain things just don't sound right together. Number one, hot dogs are not that healthy for you. But hair cam every now and then I like a good, what do they call them? Glizzies now. I say, I'm good. Don't even try. But anyway, every now and then I like a good glizzy. However, I'm not a corn person. Once I found out that corn has no health benefits, I kind of stopped eating corn. But every now and then, I might feel like I got a desire to eat some corn or corn on cob. Anyway, so it's National Corn Dog Day. If you like corn dogs, go ahead and get yourself a nice little corn dog. I don't know what that look like. I don't even know what it is. Oh, there it is on the screen. There it is. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't think that's something I would eat head of cat. I really don't. Anyway, listen, so I actually had your week, so you had a good week. Good stuff. So let me tell you about my week. Before we get into the show, because I know y'all ready to get into the show. I had a great week, man. This past week I was up in Wilmington, Delaware. That's right. Wilmington, Delaware. If you're from Wilmington, Delaware, a lot of times when you go outside the state, people are like Delaware. They don't know where Wilmington, Delaware. They don't know where Delaware at, and they just think it's something called a ride-through state. But let me tell you some good things about Delaware. Number one, Delaware is the first state. Bam! How about that? We call it the first state. The small wonder state. I like to call it the small wonderful state because a lot of people come here because there's no taxes. How about that? Now, do you hear us now? Do you hear us now? Okay. Because we don't have taxes, and unlike a lot of these other states that hit you with the tax from your paycheck, hit you when you get that tax, and then you go buy something at any store, and then you go shopping. There's taxes. Delaware doesn't have that, which means a lot of businesses throughout the world actually have their home base here because it's smart. Donald Trump voice. Because I'm smart. Donald Trump. because I'm smart. When it comes down to them taxes, right? And no endorsement to Donald Trump, but anyway, hey, let him rock out. If he's gonna do what he do, let him go. But he's right on that. So Delaware is known for the first state and not for having taxes. So I'm in Delaware. They have something called the Delaware Library. The Delaware Library, man, is a really historic place. It's been there for several years. They have these events once a month. Half Can was like once a month or something, or whatever quarter. But they have really great events, and I actually been wanting to attend one of them. Well, this weekend I had the chance to attend one of Delaware Library's events, and when I say it was awesome. It was awesome. And let me tell you why it's awesome. Because they have guests there. They have stars there. They have people that are classic stars. This week was the cast of Good Times. Not only the cast of Good Times. Wow. That's what we're going to do with the music? That's what we're going to do? Okay, that sounds great. I love it. I love to hear it. And then we had What's Happening? Hey. What's happening? Yes. So now, of course, some couple people have passed away, through this time, and I'm probably sharing my age a little bit. I think I'm sharing my age a little bit by saying that I'm a hip Good Times and What's Happening. I don't mind, you know what I mean? Because I don't look like. Well, anyway, you know what? Never mind. Anyway, but I went there and Raj was the host. Raj from What's Happening, and it was awesome. But before Raj came out, they brought out Thelma. You know what I mean? Who was the first teenage African-American female on the show. Yes. Wow. They had, what's the little brother name? Michael. Michael was there. Michael came out. And let me tell you about Michael. Michael is one of the most peaceful. We're going to get back to Thelma, too. We got to get back to Thelma. And I thought this was very interesting, y'all, because it was just so nostalgic. It was so nostalgic to be able to see these people alive, healthy, and because a lot of people gone. And then they had the boy Amos. What's his name? James Amos? Is it James or John?
The father, John Amos.
John Amos, classic. John Amos actually came in via satellite. So he was on the screen, and they came out on stage. So again, it was Michael, it was Thelma, and of course, Dynamite himself, Chicho. And they all walked out on their own. And when I say it was just nostalgic, and they played the music too. You're right on time. Anyway, they played the music too, and they came out and they gave their stories about the show, how they make it, the things they done, and all the stuff that you didn't know behind the scenes. And I got so many nuggets, so many, y'all. It was just a beautiful thing sitting there, and I marveled. That's what rich white people say. I marveled at it. Yeah, I marveled. I was like, heck yeah, I can say it. It's the bougie day. I just told you. I was like, start. You know what? Never mind. Anyway, but I marveled because it was wonderful to hear the stories and how hard did they work, man, to get where they at. again, Thelma was the first female teenager on a sitcom, African American, right? Michael came out. Who, don't forget, Janet Jackson was on the show. So Janet Jackson was on the show, and he was like her big sister. So, I mean, he was like she was like his little sister. He was like her big brother. Sorry, Mike. But let me tell you something. Some of the nuggets that they dropped there, things that I can remember, my takeaways. Mike said, I received so much love. He said, I am so bombarded with love that it's impossible for me to be negative. That's how he started. I am so bombarded with love that it's impossible for me to be negative. Oh my God! When he said that, I just seen it, just like the light. Wow! He had this peace with him. He had this just harmony with him. And I'm one of them type of people that's not really religious, but very spiritual. And I love the consciousness. I love to see that. I can recognize that. You know what I mean? Half-Can got that glow too. And I'm looking over to my left because there's other people here too. I'm going, you know what? My boy Ash in the building. Ash, goddamn. Ash here. Mr. Ash. Ash, man, my business partner, man, my guy, my bro.
What's up, D.reed?
Hey, man, that's what's up. Oh, you put the Barry White. Yo, good stuff.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Man, I appreciate you, man. So listen, my boy Ash, man, that's him on them. Everybody, we can hear everybody now. So that's good stuff. Anyway, thank you for coming, bro. I appreciate that. And remind me of you too. Y'all both carry this consciousness and this peace. You know what I mean? And that's what Michael had. Mike had this peace with him, and he gave some stories about one time he met Michael Jackson. You know, Michael Jackson knew that he looked over Janet Jackson all the time during the show. You know what I mean? Because their parents would drop them off and all that, and all those type of things. And they was like really, they spoke good about the family. Go ahead.
Hey, D.reed.
Sure.
Michael, that's Tevin Campbell's pop, right? His father?
No, that is, who told you that? I almost want to go on that. It's like, yo, where did you get that from? Did you see it on the internet? That is not Tevin Campbell's father, is it?
He looks like Tevin Campbell, father.
You know what? He may look like a light skin. Yo, now that you say, but did you see him lately? He got braids and dreadlocks and all that stuff. And yeah. But anyway, did you hear that or you saw that on Instagram?
Instagram.
Oh. Anyway, can I go on with this stuff? Anyway, no, Half-Can, to answer your question, I don't think that's Tevin Campbell's father. I don't. But remember Michael singing on the show, though? Remember, I forget the song, though. Oh, my God, don't bring it up. Anyway, but they told some great stories. He met Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson said, listen, man, I know you already. He said he was in the studio. Michael Jackson came in the studio somewhere in New York. Came in the studio and said, hey, this is nice. And he asked Mike, did he like it? He asked Mike, you like the studio? He said, I like coming to the studio. I always like coming to the studio. He said, it's yours. Thank you for taking care of us. He in the studio. Yes. I'm like, yeah. Like, wow. I mean, amongst a lot of stories, they said Thelma was getting bouquet of roses every show. Now, keep in mind, Thelma looked good on the show. She had a little dimple. She had a little freckle or something. Remember? Did she have like a mole or something? And then she wore the jeans and stuff like that. And the men went crazy all the time. But we're home as kids watching this, right? And we can see that, why men would go crazy. She's very attractive. But not only we was going crazy, but there was a lot of stars going crazy. You know what I mean? A lot of football players, a lot of actors, but they would send her bouquet of roses, which I thought was so cool. JJ said that he sent so many roses that he was taking the roses and taking girls on dates and using some of the roses. He said he would catch females, like, females would come and he would tell them, meet me at the studio or whatever. And he said he'd go grab a dozen or two of roses from Thelma and then bring it back and take the girls on the date and stuff like that. I mean, it was so many great stories about that. And that's why I told Michael's story. I told Thelma's story. Let me see a story that came from Jimmy Walker. Let me just say his name. We know him as JJ, right? But Jimmy Walker. He said that they used to work really hard and try to make it into show business, that they would go. And I don't know, a lot of people, the people that do know me, they know one of my one of my bucket lists is to do stand-up comedy. I actually did a little competition before, and, and it went well. Let me say that. But I will say this. He said that they used to do stand-up comedy from 4 a.m. to maybe 9 p.m. Like, they'll get up in the morning and go to a club, like 2, 3 a.m. They said they would stay there all day. And then when the club closed, they on the side of the building, or they doing stuff and they doing comedy, and they trying to make it in this business. Like, Half-Can, do we still got that tenacity, that hard work, that, you know what I mean? Let me tell you something, man. We need to pay homage to a lot of people that open the path for us. You know what I mean? And done a lot of great things like that, man. It's like you would not believe some of the hard work that these classic and these this historic people have done, over the past to pave the ways for us, man. And we got a nerve to call them throwbacks. We got a nerve to call them old school. Black people, can I say something? Cuts, Convo, Coffee. We got to stop using old school, and we got to stop using throwback for our classic people. We the only ones that do it, and I know what you mean when you say it, and a lot of people feel like, well, they don't know what it's doing. But what it's doing is tagging us, and it's actually putting an expiration date on our talents and our gift and our classic and just legendary people. You know what I mean? And listen, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just letting you know we're the only race that tags our people with old school or throwback. And for that reason, they can't make the money that they used to make. They can't go on tour because you feel like, they old school or they throwback. Listen, man, they can't do more movies because you feel like old school. They can't get higher because we done tagged them. And not only are we saying it for our people, everybody hear you saying that. Hollywood hear them saying that, and a lot of people. And I will shout out Tyler Perry for that because he will go back and get some of these legendary people. You know what I mean? I will say that, But a lot of Hollywood people are not really trying to hire a lot of people because we put tags on an old school throwback, and we take away the value by saying stuff like that. Meanwhile, Billy Joel is on his 999th sold-out concert at the Spectrum. And you go into these old go to Philadelphia and look up in the rafters. They ain't just got the hockey up there or NBA. Of course, Sixers got 1 or 2. What they got? How many got? 1, 2. They got I guess Bo Cheeks and them. Anyway, heck yeah, they got a couple. But other than that, y'all, you also have Billy Joel up there. And all types of Bruce Springsteen got banners, and it says 100 million sold out shows and this many capacity and it's a lot of that, and they keep on going. Dolly Parton can do a show right now and she can sell it out. Gloria Estefan, she's charging $2,000 a ticket. Don't you think Big Daddy King should be able to charge $2,000 a ticket right now? Shouldn't he be classic and come out and do some of his old classics because he like to come out in a suit, so he still keeps up with on some real. Am I right here, Cam? Am I right though? Like, a lot of times we do that. I don't want to go too far on this, man. But at the same time, I had a great time. Shout out to the Delaware Library, man. It's 33 after the hour. Listen, shout out to y'all. Keep on doing what y'all do. Not only did they have good times there and what's happening, but they had a lot of great stuff. They had Common there. Common was there. Felicia Rashad, she was there. Who was it?
Master P.
Master P was just there. You know what I mean? Listen, stop using, if y'all can, do it for me, man. Just try to stop using the old school and all these throwback tags and stuff that's kind of like dating our people. Because one thing you cannot do is allow anyone to put an expiration date on your talent. Let me tell you something. Don't let nobody do it. Real talk. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the hots. Hair can't have amazing, man. We're in the building, man. As I said before, the hots is what we talk about international and national news around the world on social media. Everything y'all think is hot, everything you guys talk about, and everything that's probably not hot. It's all the things. But without further ado, I got to give it for our sponsors. Blender, that's right. Blender eyewear. Don't blend in, blend out. Shout out to Deion Sanders and all he's doing with the Blender company. These are the silver ones. So y'all know I've been rocking the gold ones, but I don't know here. These silver ones kind of hot, man. You know what I mean? So I like these, man. Shout out to Blender, man. Again, don't blend in, blend out. And I will not. I can't play basketball today. At least not right now. I can't. Maybe later. Let me see what I got in here. Who knows? I might do it. Anyway, shout out to Blender, man. So thank you for sponsoring the Hots today. First up on the Hots, man, real quick. I want to talk about some things to kind of get us caught up. Last time we had a show, I don't know if we actually mentioned this, but LeBron James, man. Shout out to LeBron James. Let me say something, man. This is not going to be the GOAT debate. However, all over social media, are y'all tired of the GOAT debate? What about you, Ash? Are you tired of the GOAT debate? Are you?
Tired of it, man.
You're tired of it, right? You don't have to say who your GOAT is, because if we're gonna get into a whole half cam, you don't have to say who your GOAT is either. But are you tired of the LeBron debate or the GOAT and all that stuff? Are you? Wow. Heck, you know what? Now we got to go and ask. Now we're not gonna do it anyway. But it's a debate all over on social media. But we're not here for that today. I have been caught up in many goat debates, but I will keep my feelings and opinions, facts to myself. You know what? Never mind. Anyway, so LeBron scored 40,000 points. My. Let me tell you something, man. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm going to be honest. I am a LeBron fan. Again, I got my own preferences when it comes down to the GOAT conversation, but I am not here to take anything from this man and what he have done as an individual, as a team player, as the face of the NBA. And they couldn't have had a better face for the NBA, someone that's on and off the court that's just doing great. In my book, he is amazing. In my book, he's intelligent. I'm going to talk about some other stuff on the other show about LeBron, too. So this is not going to be the only show. This is show 24. We got one more show left, 25. And I really want to give this man his flowers. I'm not here to talk about anything else other than LeBron is the man. LeBron is man. I just seen him recently today. You see him on a video or something with his kids, with his daughter and his wife doing some type of dance. That was cool, man. I really dig LeBron. 40,000, in my opinion, is unreal, unbelievable, and no one is going to beat it. Let's talk about that. How long did Kareem have that record at 30,000? What? 30 years, 40 years maybe? He probably had it about, it's over 20 years, of course, we know that, right? So he had it since Jesus walked on water. You know what I mean? Like literally, Jesus walked on water and walked on the beach, and that boy said, boom, it said, Kareem, 30,000 points. But anyway, that's how long, heck yeah, that's how long that it has been since that record's been standing. But lo and behold, a kid from Akron, you know, from the hood, who had a dream, you know what I mean? LeBron James. So I just love the fact that, you know, that he's doing what he's doing on and off the court, and I did want to start the hots with that because I thought the starter was so important. Again, we can get caught up in all the GOAT debates and all that, and what happened back then, but we talking about right now. And right now, I had to give it up for my man LB for scoring 40,000 points. Hey, this is good stuff. You know, so it's a lot of stuff. And he got some other stuff coming up. And I'm probably, again, heck, I want to mention it on the next show about some other stuff that he's doing that I do like. But there's a story, Cam. There's a story on the hot set. I don't know if you guys actually saw this story. I don't know why you didn't see this story, but I thought it was heartwarming. It was a great story. And Ash, a lot of times we want to feel and be a part of these type of stories. You know what I mean? Because it's one of them stories that, again, it's old school. It's like an old school day. I done talk about what's happening. I done talk about good times, right? But guess what? Price is right. Hey, we're not going to keep doing this, man. I'm showing my age, man. So if you watch the Price is Right, and I don't know if a lot of people still watch it, but there was I was strolling on TikTok. I was on TikTok, right? We're gonna bring this all together. There's a guy they call Cuzzo Fly, man, who actually, now where is Cuzzo Fly from? Is he from Atlanta?
Oakland.
He's from Oakland, California?
Oakland.
Oh, so he's out there. Oh, he's out there. So, you know, he's one of them people that when we was younger, you know, I don't know about y'all. Did y'all watch Price is Right? Because I used to watch Price is Right. Or at least I used to hear it in the house all the time. Did you watch it, Ash?
I grew up on it.
Yo, you grew up on it, so you already knew, you know, how it go. You know, same category. We all grew up on The Price is Right, and so did he. He used to watch it with his grandma. Lo and behold, he actually went to The Price is Right show. And it's crazy. You know what? Even I remember when I was younger that we used to watch The Price is Right and say, man, it would really be nice to sit up front. You know what I mean? It would really see all them bad joints up there holding them signs. Remember they had Price is Right had models up there, you know, just holding signs. $3, whatever. So you was like, dang, man, I want to get black people go on that show. So I was young, you know what I mean? But it was a lot of people that's, you know, watch Price is Right, at least in my household. Bob Barker, right? Bob Barker. Is Bob Barker still alive? Bob Barker, 137 years old. Anyway, Bob Barker, man, great host, man. He had this spunk about him. He had this consciousness, this big light about him, and this good energy. And lo and behold, Cuzzo Fly decided to go on the show. Not only did he go on the show, right? you know, he had to go through the whole process where they say you got to bid on this. For those who haven't watched it, are you too young? You don't remember? You know, you don't know nothing about Price is Right. We go on the show and you bid, and what happened is you got to pick the price, and the price has to be right. And it's usually with everyday products that be in the stores or whatever, the market and all that. And you kind of got to know it. Now that I'm talking about it, I remember my mom said, "That is $3." I know she didn't say that was $6. How she think the core meal cost $3? That thing cost $2. I go right down the store. That's how my mom knew, talk with her mom. You know what I mean? And they already know the prices because they go to the market all the time. But so he went down there, and guess what he bid? He bid at $1. $1. And the $1 got his ass up on stage. Not only did Cuzzo fly, listen, if you on TikTok or any Instagram, make sure you go pull this story up. It is a feel-good story. And you actually, Price is Right has an Instagram too. So you go on Price is Right and see, you know, get caught up. You can get caught up on stuff. So you have to watch this story. And his energy, his passion, his love. You know when you meet it or see a person that's solid, you see someone say, oh, he's a solid brother. You just know he got, that conscience, that spirit, you know, connects like he's a good guy. You know what I mean? So he gets up there, and before he even rolled the wheel, you was already happy that he betted $1 and got his ass up on stage. You know what I mean? So he's like, oh, he deserved it. You know what I mean? But you don't know how far he's going to go. So somebody rolled before him and actually rolled a 90, I believe. They rolled a 90, right? So his job is to come up on there and beat that. You know what I mean? So the next time, again, he just started from watching the show with his grandma on the show, betting $1, got up on stage. Somebody rolled a 90. He got up next, and guess what he did? Rolled a 95. He rolled a 95, right? And he won for that first roll. What do you win?
First, you have to beat the people.
You got to beat them.
Spent.
Right, they already spent. So somebody already rolled 90, right, half cam? Right. And then he has to roll next. He's next. Right. He's overly excited, just so you know. If you got, I don't want to give it away too much, but he's very excited. Ash, did you see it? Oh, it's a feel-good story.
I got to watch it.
Ash, you can't keep talking to Mike. If you keep talking to Mike, like the ladies going to be coming. We're going to have ladies all in the, like, yo, what do you, Ash don't, it's like, nah, he talk like that all the time. But Ash, if you keep talking like that, they're going to be like, yo, yeah, Derek, the show was good, but, you know, who was the guy in the back? You said his name is Ash, Mr. Ash? Anyway, so Cuzzo Fly. Where did you get that name from, Half Cam? Cuzzo Fly. You don't know? Okay, well, anyway. Cuzzo Fly gets up on there. I'm going to try to tell this story because we got to get to a lot of stuff. Anyway, so Cuzzo Fly gets up there. He rolls 95, right? He rolls 95, and he hits for $1,000?
He rolled 100.
He rolls 100. Well, he rolled 100. Okay, so he beat the 90 with the 100. Right. So he rolled 100, but you don't get the 1,000 yet, do you?
Get the 1,000.
So you get the 1,000. Okay, good. See, you know. Heck, are you older than me? Because I don't want everybody to. Okay, well, anyway. So he got the $1,000. When he got the $1,000, he lost his damn mind. I'm talking about lost his mind. And they was like, you know what? It's cool. You know, because he's not expecting what's about to happen next. And what's about to happen next? It's not only going to blow his mind, but it's going to blow our mind. So the host said, hey, you get another spin. And everybody wants another spin. You know what I mean? Especially if you already won $1,000. You already won your stack. You know what I mean? So I was like, well, damn. When he rolled this one, what if he rolled another number? What if he rolled? It had to be a 5 or 10 or something, right?
Or the 100.
Or 100. What did he roll, Half Can?
The 100.
He rolled the 100 and hit for $25,000. My God. Did he hit for $25,000? 25 racks. I watched this man fall out on the floor like he was a Sunday on church on Easter. The pastor said no offering. He fell out. Let me tell you, he fell out, man, and I'm telling you, the energy that came across, the emotions that came across, it just looked like that's a solid dude. We love him already. Shout out Cuzzo Fly. Congratulations. You won on Price is Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So if you get a chance, man, make sure you watch that, man. I really enjoyed it, though. Did you enjoy it? So you got a little background on Half Cam. That's like one of your. That's the crazy part about this story. The crazy part about the story, Half Cam knows this guy. It's like, Half Cam, you want to tell? I'm cool. We can hear you.
He got 7 million views.
7 million views.
The biggest Price is Right has ever had.
Wow. 7 million views. He's going down in history. LeBron got the 40,000. He got the 7 million views. Beat that LB LeBron. He got 7 million views on Price is Right. And listen, let me say this. I'm going to go put my glasses off real quick. Cuzzo Fly, come on to Cutsconvocoffee, man. not only did I see your story and love your story, I want you sitting right here, so I want to talk about your story, your history, and I heard so many things, great things, and a lot of stuff that you have done even prior to this. But it's nothing like watching Price is Right with your grandma. Bless it to your grandma, bless it to you. Keep on winning. You know what I mean? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So yeah, man, I like that. So Haircam, we gotta make that happen, man. Yeah, man, we got to, man, got to. Listen, so it's 45 after that hour, man. We rocking and rolling, man. So anything else on the hot? So I want to talk to Ty Tribbett real quick. One more. Can I do one Ty Tribbett real quick? Hey, what's up? Let me tell you something. Ty Tribbett is, man, a good dude, man, good gospel star and all that stuff. He came under fire for something that, he's speaking his mind. It's the same thing we do on Cutsconvocoffee. And again, if you're watching Cutsconvocoffee, push that subscribe button. Anyway, but he's a gospel artist, a gospel great, a gospel legend. You know what I mean? And he happened to be on the Breakfast Club. And one thing about Breakfast Club, they got a way of getting answers out of you. They got a way of talking to you and that's what makes the Breakfast Club. Because people be like, we know Charlamagne gonna ask that question, or we know, and then we got new Jess on there, and then Envy, and they got a way of, in their art to allow you to be free to say what you want to say. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I think it's the art. I think it's something, I think we call it poking the bear, you know what I mean? But they got you, Ty. They got your ass, you know what I mean? But anyway, sometimes you can fall for it, sometimes you don't, but you just got to be very conscious-minded and focused, But they asked me a certain question, and I think he came out, there it is right there. There's Ty Tribbett right there. So he did something where he said, church is whack. The system is whack. Ash, we come from the church. We did you shout Ash? I didn't know if you shout. Anyway, I want to say that on air. But anyway, because I'm saying that because he's looking for I told you I'm going to get you back. He's looking for my video thinking I shouted in church. Because, Jess Hilarious says she shouted in church. Anyway, I seen the show. Everybody. She might could have said that because of Ty Tribbett. Anyway, so he said, church is whack. The system is whack and all that. And for those who have been a part of the system, anything's a system. When it's a system, when anything's a system, you got to check. You got to be like, there's always some flaws in it. It's not going to be perfect. It's something that someone designed to control and to manipulate and to, get you in a position where you in a servant type of a situation. I ain't just saying that about church. I'm talking about any system. That's what systems are for. That's what programs are for. Why do you think they call it programs? They got church programs. Yeah, we're here to you know what, man. Y'all not gonna let me this. Y'all not gonna let me do this. I'm not gonna give you all these answers in this, Jules. You hear me, Halfgam? They call it a program, right? And they get you part of a system and a belief system. Or believing and all that. Y'all know how I feel about believing. Maybe y'all know, but everybody don't know. But you can't spell believe without the word lie in the middle. How about that? Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't even know love was evil spelled backwards. I bet you didn't even know that either. Or live. I'm sorry, live. I bet you know live was evil spelled backwards. I can hear my kids say, see, Dad, you say love. No, let me clear it up. Live is evil spelled backwards. I bet you didn't even know that. How about that? Well, also the word believe, you can't spell it without, anyway. But also believe also means to accept something as being true. That don't mean it's true. It just doesn't mean you believe it. It just means you accepting it as truth, even if it ain't truth or not. How about that? So I'm not going to give you all this kind of stuff, but this is the kind of stuff I'm going to give you on Cutsconvocoffee. Now, Ty Tribbett. Ty Tribbett said he's tired of the system. I didn't think anything was wrong with what he said, but sometimes it's good intentions with the wrong approach. That's number one. Sometimes it's not what you do, right, Haircam, it's how you do it. And a lot of people from that genre, that church sector, actually got upset because, and I'm going to give Ty some credit too, because he did correct himself though. He said, hold up. He said, let me tell you, I'm not here to diss the church because I came from that. And a lot of times I still perform at these buildings and all that stuff. But the system of it and how things are going, I'm just not in agreement with it. And what he means by that, for those who, in layman terms, he just don't like the business part of it. But that has become a business. And that's what he feels, the system of a business. And he don't feel that everything should be about money and business. He just feel like, if we're spiritual, let's be more spiritual, more open, more loving, and all that type of stuff. So, and I'm not here to defend Ty. I just came here because, it was one of the topics that everybody was talking about, you know what I mean? And the fact that, he kind of got in hot water because not what he said in a sense, but how he said it, and I think that's what it was. Ash, did you see it? Ash, did you see it? Yes, sir. Did you feel like he just felt like he could have just been said it a better way? Because he said it's whack and all this whack. Matter of fact, the people on the show was sitting back like, what are you talking about? Boy, we in the world.
I actually I understood what he meant by it.
Me too.
You know,
Me too.
I think a lot of people got carried away by him coming against the church. I don't think he was actually coming against the church, but he was coming against what man has made the church.
Yes.
And anytime you put a system up, it's going to stop the organic and the true flow of what it's meant to do.
I agree, man. Good point. Good point. That's what I'm saying. And that's what he was saying. But when you hear on social media, when you hear that stuff, you're like, oh, my God. You know what I mean? I knew he was going to come on the fire for that. And let me tell you something. Not only Ty is a good dude, his brothers, that's my guy, man. Thad, what's up, man? Let's cut that hair, man. Matter of fact, with Thad coming to town, he looking for me. Dad, I hate to tell you, man, I'm retired. I'm retired now. But I might cut you for that $100. That's my guy. Good people, good family, man. Everybody. And Ty is a hell of a performer, hell of an artist, and he is excellent. So I wanted to wrap that up by saying, Ty Tribbett, keep on, keep it on. Keep doing what you're doing. And you know what? Everybody make mistakes. It's you part of the church. Well, how about we try forgiving? How about that? Anyway. So it's actually 51 after the hour. Ken, how we doing, man? I didn't keep track of time and all that. So a lot of you are watching and just tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and push the subscribe button, push the like button. It doesn't mean nothing when you're just watching. Matter of fact, I won't say it doesn't mean nothing, but I do appreciate you watching. But I really appreciate if you subscribe and push the like and share and let people know you're watching Convo and Coffee, the #1 barbershop podcast. Your boy Top Shelf, man. You're joining me. You're sitting here with me. You're taking one of the most valuable assets that you have, and that is your time. And I really appreciate you being here. But I could not be here and have you here without having a topic. So the crazy part about it is we're going to get into the out-of-pocket and all that. But the topic, you wouldn't believe, is actually male grooming. How about that? Male grooming? Wow. So I want to talk about it because someone brought it to my attention. Matter of fact, and they said, a lot of guys are getting to more doing their hair, you know what I mean, all that stuff, getting their hair, but I'm seeing other stuff other than that. But I'm seeing a lot of other stuff, Cam. We don't have time. We don't have to get into all this stuff. But how important is male grooming to you, and what is to me? Number one, I'm a barber, so I come from that field. So number one, it's very important to keep your hair done. With me and standing up, I'm not really into pedicures all the time, but since I stood up all the time in the barbershop, I got to take care of my feet. You know what I mean? And sometimes, getting your feet massaged and all that stuff and getting pedicures and stuff like that, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Are y'all against that? Y'all ain't against that, right? What about hands and manicures and all that stuff? It's something that I don't do all the time, and I'll go in there and get a pedicure or something like that. But let me tell you what I'm into. Colognes. I'm into colognes. Like, a lot of men are into colognes now, but let me tell you something. The colognes are going through the roof. It's like unbelievable. Ash, what is the highest cologne what's the highest you ever spent for a cologne?
Probably about 500, probably.
About 500.
Yeah.
Ken, what you think?
3, Hermes.
Hermes. What one costs 500? Because I know you wear some. You got a lot.
Probably the big bottle Creed.
Creed. Yeah. You know what?
That's a staple.
I just got into Creed. You know what I mean? But I'll get to that after this. So I just got into Creed. You know what I mean? I have some other stuff. I got some stuff I really don't want to name. Everybody using my stuff. But a lot of people's wearing the Dior. Everybody's wearing Dior. I got a secret about that too. That you can make it the scent a little bit different than everybody else. But wasn't everybody wearing that at one time? Are they still wearing that? But I think we're moving into a stage where men are really more so taking care of themselves. I think it's a good thing for men to take care of themselves. It's like you're having your grown up, you know what I mean, getting your grown up on, you know what I mean. So I think that not only just smelling good but looking good. A lot of times it's hard for me to shop, man. I'll be trying to find a place to shop, you know what I mean, that type of stuff. Do y'all have problems of finding places to shop? I mean, where do you go? Where's one of your go-to spots, Ash? Or Cam? Which one of your go-to spots? Do y'all right? What do y'all have?
Amazon.
Oh my God! I'm sorry I asked. See, when I asked you that, when I asked, I already knew that y'all probably couldn't answer that question. Like, me, I don't have a go-to spot. You know what I mean? It's certain stuff that I do like. I go to trunk shows. And I just went to a trunk show. When it comes down to church, I think men are really getting back into dressing a little bit better. I was just watching Cam and Mace, and you notice that of course they was part of the hip hop genre, but on the show they fly as I don't know what. You know what I mean? They wearing some really nice stuff. I think women are really are now paying attention to men and how they upkeep themselves. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Cam.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
D.reed?
Sure.
Name your throwback cologne.
Obsession. It's I swear. It's so I love it so much, especially around winter time, right? You got a sweater on. I haven't worn it in probably 20 years, but I'm just saying. Would you go ahead?
Issey Miyake.
Issey Miyake. Oh, Lord, that's another one. That's another one. Cool Water?
Probably Polo Green, the green bottle.
Polo Green.
The green, the original.
So if you're watching, man, please type up some of the stuff. Now, let me ask you guys this, though. I want to do a question at me, because Convo Coffee. What would you still wear those clones today? Would you still, let me try it. And thinking that nobody would know, you know what I mean? Or
John Paul Gaultier.
John Paul Gaultier. Oh, my gosh. Would you? Somebody got me something for my birthday. It's different kinds, though. This one's a black one I have. Which one is it? The green one?
Blue bottle.
The blue bottle. Yeah, so I got to check it. I think somebody sent me the black one. Would you wear Michael Jordan? No. Let me ask you this. So those are clones that you guys will wear even today. You will wear it. Like, now me personally, I would want to wear the Obsession. I would want to, but it has to be winter, around Christmas time, with my sweater on. You know, I'm cool with that. I would like to trick them, like just change the game up a little bit. You know. CK1? CK1?
Nautica.
Oh, so see how we got all these clones. Now we got what? Like you said, we got Creed. So what's Armez? We got that right. And what else we got?
Bond number 9.
That's all right too. But it's another one I wanted to name too. It's another one. That everybody like. Well, Creed got a whole collection because I just the green tweed. Is that it? The green tweed?
Irish tweed.
Irish tweed. That's the Irish tweed. Green tweed. You know, I just got into Creed, but I did get it though. The gold. Creed gold. But anyway, I said to say all this because I want to get to more so male grooming and the fact that, you know, a lot of men are waking up. It's like they're getting a grown man on. And I think it's important for us to do that, to separate the men from the boys. You know what I mean? With me, I come on the show. I like wearing hoodies, but those who close to me and know, I really like to stay groomed really nice as a barber. You know what I mean? However, or as an ex-barber, but someone that can throw on that button-up shirt, that tailor-made shirt, with my initials on. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of having a suit jacket on and that thing cut like Ghost from Power. You know what I mean? I don't know who his tailor is, but let me tell you something. I got to have my thing right there. I had my thing cut like that. You know what I mean? As far as my suit. What? Hair came. Why would you do that? Why? Anyway. So, ladies, please, if it's certain things that you like about certain men, please put in the comments that, you know, I like when a man does this. I like a man when he takes care of that. I like a man that smells good. I like a man that, you know, that keeps his hair cut. You know what I mean? I like a man with nice shoes. There is a new show on TikTok that's actually blowing up. And did y'all see it with the balloon popping? Oh, it's called The Last Something. A guy or a woman come in the room and they got a lot of people, like a last date. It's kind of like a dating type of show. Did y'all see it? You didn't see that? Oh, pull that up when you get a chance, man. It's like they come in there and they're looking for a date, so they line up all the men or all the women. And then maybe a guy will walk in. The guy walk in, and if they're not interested, they pop the balloon. Pop, pop. And sometimes the guys walk in, it'd be pop, 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 baby, pop. They pop all the balloons like, oh, man, what was it? So what happened is once he comes in, you got to see this on TikTok. Once he comes in the room and they pop the balloon, and you have a couple balloons that's maybe still standing, but they actually, listen to this, they actually go up to the women and say, so, why did you pop your balloon? I mean, and the women, y'all hard, man. Yeah, women, they tough. I mean, I've been seeing, and don't get me wrong, some of the guys that are like bands, some of the bands, they a little hard on the women when the women come in, but reverse when the guy come in, y'all women, come on, y'all too hard on these guys. They be like, I don't like his shoes. I don't know. He reminds me of my brother. Or he like, and some of the guys do come off a little corny. I get that, you know, but they don't even give him a chance. Like sometimes they come right in there, pop, 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 pop. Like what in the world? You have to see this, man. You have to see it. So, and then the other show, I seen a lady come in. And sometimes when a female come in, the guys, they may pop a balloon, but I understand how guys, they're not cutthroat. You know, they give the lady a chance. You know what I mean? So she got to be really jacked up for everybody to pop the balloon and embarrass her. And some guys be like, hey, man, I ain't want to be rude. So, and then they ask the guys, well, is she a type? She's cute, you know, she's professional. But the guys are real lenient. You know, they really cool. But not the ladies. Ash, if we come in there and our shirt not tucked in, if we come in there and our clothes a little bit too baggy, if we come in there and our career is not where it's supposed to be in their liking, listen, my brother, your ass in trouble. Look, haircut, you in trouble, man. So, listen, male grooming, man. We're going to get more into this, man, because I want to get into all other types of stuff, even on the next show, because to be honest, someone asked me a question about it, and I didn't want to mention it on this show because It was just one of them things, a little out left, you know what I mean? But I was like, let me check this out for a minute, see, you know, let me just really dissect this question. But anyway, male grooming, man, Cutsconvo and Coffee. You know, ladies, give us some tips. You know, we don't have, what stores do we get shop at? I go online though, y'all. I go online a lot, you know. So anyway, listen, it is, what time is it? Oh my God, it's 59 after the hour already? Oh my God, we rocking out. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's time for Out of Pocket. Goodness. Ham Cam, my guy, Ash. Welcome to the show, Ash.
Pleasure to be here, man.
Hey, Ash, listen, I'm going to tell you one more time, Ash. I'm going to tell you one more time. Listen. Oh, listen, man. This is our next segment, Out of Pocket, man. If you've been watching the show, you already know about the hot scene. You already know about Out of Pocket. Out of Pocket is someone that went a little bit left. Someone that actually done some stuff that we're not trying to blast you. We just want you to, you know, kind of look at yourself and say, hey, maybe I should rethink that or re-say that or not do that next time because we're going to catch you. And when we catch you, we're going to bring you up on Out of Pocket. And for that reason, Jaheim, you're on Out of Pocket. Oh, my God. We left the bricks with the burner, turn more with the Remy. Oh, my God. Boy, I'm glad he's back. Let me say that. I'm so glad that Jaheim is back. R&B, crooner, singer, soulfulness. Jaheim is back. But unfortunately, Jaheim, that is not the only thing that's back. The thing is back is your braids. And my goodness, Lord, yo, sometimes, and you know what, we deal with this all the time. Let me take my glass off. Look, we deal with this all the time in the barbershop, right? Where, you know, it's time to let it go. I think I'm about to let it go. It looks like another braid. Yeah, but the boy braid starts, did you see it, Hair Cam? Did you see it? Yo, and they talking about it. The boy got the, you know, he got the predator, like, you know what I mean? So, and I'm not going to harp on this because it's unfair because I'm a barber and I'm supposed to be, what, Hair Cam?
He got the Stevie Wonders.
Oh, my, I think they're a little bit worse. I think he got the predator, Steve.
The Philip Bell.
Oh, the Philip Bell. Oh, don't put them. Why would you do that? Why would you? I didn't put that up there, y'all. Listen, I don't do the editing. This is my part. This is my part of the show. Well, anyway, oh my God, and I love Jaheim. Jaheim is a classic. He's not a throwback. He's a classic. You know what I mean? He's not old school. He's classic. But those braids gotta go, man. And you know what? A lot of people, man, are self-conscious where they like, nah, I just don't want to let it go. And sometimes when you let it go, it's the best thing that ever happened to you. You don't even, I realized that, you know what I mean? And I remember I was told a story about someone who was in the barbershop and they had braids and they was losing their hair. And I was like, I had to break it to him as a barber, as a professional barber. I said, hey, man, it's over. It's over now. I had to tell him. And I didn't know how they was going to take it. Well, to a certain extent, I didn't because, you know people for over the years, and I don't know how. He might take this kind of hard. And I told him, and the boy got teary-eyed, man. Oh, he got teary-eyed. He like D.reed. It's my hair, man. He was like, D.reed, it's my hair, man. He was like, it's all I got, man. You know, it goes with my light-skinnedness, and it's pretty. My mama used to say it was pretty. I'm done. Haircast, you know what? Never mind. Look, you gonna go right with me, right? You gonna go right. He gonna rock with me, right? He rides with me. So listen, but the boy took it kind of hard. Ash, he took it kind of hard, and he had to let his hair go. So Jaheim. Anyway, Jaheim, listen, man, you got to you're gonna have to come to grips, man. And guess what? You're back on tour. Hey, we got something great to look at. You're back on tour. You're back singing. You know, people ain't taking videos of you and saying you Ubering. What's weird? Not, you got to do what you got to do. Take care of your family. I admire a man that say, oh, I'm not going to sit home lazy. I'm going to give me a job somewhere. I don't care if it's a janitor. It don't make me no difference. I got to take care of these kids. I got to pay these bills. And guess what? No one's going to help you pay it. So I remember they putting videos out on Jaheim talking all this bull. Listen, man, respect, Jaheim. I'm glad you're back on tour. We love your music. We left the bricks with the burners. Turn roll with. Do I sound like a little bit on the way? I don't know. Anyway, Jaheim got it. Boom. Oh. Anyway, so this story is brought to me too. It's kind of a sad story. Out of pocket. I hope I can pronounce his name right. There's a guy who went to court, man. LGO Bishop. Is it LGO? LGO? What's his name? Well, anyway, Bishop, also known as Nature Boy. You know, he gets no clap, so we don't respect this. You know what I mean? At all, by any means. You know how we are about domestic violence. We all are mad about crimes and all that against human beings. We don't play that. But he was accused of as being a cult leader who is on trial in DeKalb County. Yes, DeKalb. That's how you pronounce it. That's in Georgia, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, and that's in Georgia. And Bishop is they call him whatever. Bishop, that's the last name. He's an alleged leader of the Carbon Nation. Is that right? Carbon Nation? Okay, the Carbon Nation group. He's accused of raping and refusing to, and like with kidnapping and all that stuff. So I heard a lot of stories about this, and it was just so gross, and a lot of stuff was going on. And then he started posting pictures and videos and stuff of the acts and all that stuff. Did you read that story?
Yeah, and he also was having sex in front of the kids.
Yes, he was doing all types of stuff. He was a cult leader, you know what I mean? But this is what, again, we going back to the systems, the belief system. He was able to use his mind power to control someone and say, this is truth, or this is what I need you to believe in. Keep in mind, believe, L-I-E. Can't spell it without the word lie. You need to check into it. But I tell you what lie is not in. It's not in knowledge, and that's how you spell that. It's K-N-O-W. That means you know something. Anyway. I'm not gonna keep spitting on him. Hey, I'm not gonna keep spitting this hair, Cam. You can't spell knowledge without. You better know some stuff. K-N-O-W. Anyway, he had made people believe some stuff, and they followed him, and they followed him to their death, and they followed him to some despicable, terrible, terrible situations. The only good thing that came out of this is that they found him guilty. And I'm gonna clap for that. They found him guilty, and no more of Bishop. His name Bishop too. What kind of ironic is that? You know what I mean? I just can't pronounce his last name. The first name saved my life, but they do call him Nature Boy. Nature Boy, half Cam. Anyway, Nature Boy. Now, and not to leave on a bad note, but they're out of pocket. It was also a story where, and I'm the only reason why I mention this story because I have 3 girls and a son, which they are grown now, but at one time I'm a girl dad with little girls, you know what I mean? And one thing I didn't play, when I say I didn't play, well, yes, I didn't play, but the reason I didn't play this because my mom didn't play this, was sleepovers. My mom did not play sleepovers. I think we tried it maybe once or twice, or your mom, back in the day when you in the projects, I got to know your mom. She got to go play cards. You know what I mean? I play cards with her, Miss Shelley, or whoever her name is. They got the old name, Miss Shelley, Miss Ethel, Marguerite, all that. They got to have those names, you know what I mean? And my mom has to know you. You have to play cards or whatever, or somebody got to know you before you get to stay over somebody's house. We have to know you. Mom, can I stay over there? Okay, get her mom on the phone. Matter of fact, I'll come over here, or I'm going over there. My mom didn't want to go through all that. She didn't play cards, nothing like that. But what I'm saying is a lot of moms have to have a relationship with other moms or somebody, you know what I mean? And it's funny that we would say moms because a lot of times the dad wasn't there, you know what I mean? But my mom didn't play that. She never played those type of games of staying over somebody's house. And they ain't staying here. Shit, I don't want to feed y'all. You know what I mean? So I grew up from that culture. Listen, I know some of y'all heard me say some bougie stuff. No. I grew up from the projects. It happened to make it to progress. But anyway, but I did grow up around that type of no. Because if somebody touch my baby or do something to her, all hell's going to break loose. My mom is going to tear the projects up. And if she don't do it, she's going to bring help with, somebody. Anyway. Case in point, there's a family who actually had a sleepover. Just so happened, the idiot-ass dad is putting stuff in the drinks. So the kids getting ready for bed, I'm going to make y'all some smoothies. So he's, I forget what state it was in. It was one of them states, one of them states out in Midwest. What? Anyway, did y'all hear about that half cam? Did y'all hear? Oh, so the dad wants to make smoothies for the kids. Well, he put some type of drugs in the daggone smoothies. The kids out like a light. So one of the kids was actually struggling like something wrong. A little kid. She about 7 or 8 maybe. Mom, I don't feel good. Something's going on. And the man is coming in checking on us. So he's coming in checking on the kids, and he actually like waving in front of their eyes and stuff to see if they woke. Checking their breath and all that stuff. He's drugging the kids. And thank God for this little girl. Thank God for this little girl who actually couldn't get in touch with the mom. And I think she got in touch with a friend of the family. And then they called the mom. we got to get over to the sleepover. You know what I mean? And they got his ass, and they locked his ass up. And for that reason, man, you out. Can't believe that shit. Oh, my God. See, that's why we didn't play that. We didn't play that. And I mean, guess what? A lot of kids want to do sleepovers and stuff like that. And I'm going to be honest. I can't remember my kids having a lot of sleepovers, number one. I do remember me being in one sleepover one time with me and my brother. You know, we twins, so wherever he go, I go likewise. And I remember having one sleepover, and the people just didn't have no AC. And we, come get us. That heat came from the floor. We was in the projects. Man, Mom, come get us. Somebody come get us. Man, they ain't got no AC. It was hot. It was me and Freddie ended up leaving. So, with that being said, you know, we didn't play that, man, and I didn't play that, you know. So I was like, nah, my kids never really went over to nobody's house. Did people come stay with us? Maybe, I don't know, man. You know, I'm such a lover of children, man. It's just, come on, man. You just got some really weird people out here, and leave them goddamn kids alone. Hair cam. How we doing, man? We good? We good? All right, man. I think we got another segment we got to do, man. So I want to definitely thank you guys for watching the show. I want to thank you guys for watching the show. I really appreciate that, man. Y'all are riding with the boy. Don't forget to push subscribe. Let everybody know you're watching Convo and Coffee. I do want to hit one more segment. I swear. A minute. It's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Just Ask Us. Yeah. All right. Man. Oh, my God. We are running. This is fun. Oh, my. I'm having too much fun. Here we go. All right. So real quick, somebody asked a question. So on Just Ask Us, you get to send in your questions, Cutsconvocoffee on Instagram, or hit me up on Topshelf Read, and I'll answer your question, or I'll put it in the pile. All the other questions, I try to pick something that's hot, something that I think is dope. What do you hope listeners take away from your podcast? Which I thought was great. What do you hope your listeners take away from your podcast? I think for that question, and I didn't even know how this show was going to end up, but the way this show ended up, I want them to be conscious. I want them to be free. I want them to think consciously. I want them to have another perspective. I want them to have another view. I want them to think about what they're thinking about. When we talk, I want to give you another perspective. I hope you come away with some more knowledge, not belief. I want you to come away more conscious, more spiritual feel, and not religion feel. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, you know, religion is synonymous to a belief system, and that's why it's religion. It's just something to believe. One thing I do believe that if you do get in a conversation with someone that believes, the argument's over because you can't go against someone's belief. But tell me what you know. Tell me the facts. So I want to give you facts over feelings, and I want to give you intelligence over emotions. And if I can do that by bringing you in a barbershop, into my barbershop, Convo and Coffee, I think that I actually accomplished my goals. And that's what I want my listeners to do. I want my listeners to come here and get fulfilled. I want you to become not only woke, but I want you to be able to see. I don't want you to just be existing. I want you to live. So this podcast, I can easily talk about the gossip. I can easily talk about the bullshit. I can easily harp on a lot of stuff that don't even matter. But what does matter? That you're here, that you exist, and you are somebody, and I want you to get that out of Cutsconvo and Coffee. That's what I want you to do. Yeah, man. Hey, Kim, I'm good on that. Cause make sure, because I got to listen. So if you're watching the show, make sure you don't forget to push subscribe, man. I want to thank you guys for watching the show. I really appreciate that. And it's the boy Topshelf D.reed. Make sure you go ahead and check me out on Instagram. You know what I mean? Anything else on there? We good?
Subscribers.
Oh, subscribers. What about?
1,000.
Oh,
1,000.
the 1,000 subscribers. Oh, we got, look, there it is. Listen, we got people that are subscribing right now, and we want to thank you guys for that. However, if you become number 1,000, what I'm going to do, Ken? What I'm going to do? I'm going to give you $1,000 cash. It's your boy D.reed. You already know. Topshelf D.reed. I said it. How you want to cash out? You want to check? You want to Zelle? If you become number 1,000, Ash, they come, I'm going to give them $1,000. Am I lying, Ash?
No, you gonna do it.
I'm going to do it. Because I mean what I say, and I say what I don't mean. But in the meantime, make sure you go there and check me out on Instagram at Topshelf D.reed. Also on TikTok, you can hit me up on that. I'm even on Threads. My book, Mindset Go, there it is. Hey, Cam, get it to him right there. Mindset Go is on Amazon, all platforms. Amazon, it's on Kindle, it's on audio. So if you don't read, you can listen to it. And if you don't listen to it, you can actually read it. And you want it digital, it's on Kindle. It's the boy D.reed. Make sure you get up and get that book. Make sure you support right now. I'll sign you. You want a signed copy, hit me up. I'll make sure you get that too. Shout out to I Can Rock Entertainment, man. Can Rock Entertainment. And another shout out to my man, Half Can, Half Amazing. Ash, also thank you, too, for being part of the studio audience, man.
Yes, sir.
We snapped today, man. We enjoyed it, man. So, listen, we couldn't do it without you, man. And we really, really appreciate you guys for watching Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. Also, if you up in Wilmington area, Wilmington, Delaware, they got something called Dancing with Stars on March 29th. I wanted to give them a plug, too, because they are so great. That's the one who had the good times and happy days and all that stuff there. So, before we go, I want to say make sure you check out online, Delaware's Library, Dancing with the Stars. A very, very good event. I'll be there. Hey, I might break some books. I'll sign up for you. But you know what they say. Most people say when things get right, I'll make a move. But the reality is things get right when you make a move. It's your boy Topshelf, D.reed. Thank you for watching Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the boy Topshelf, D.reed. I just want to thank you all for watching Cuts, Convo, and Coffee. Don't forget to push subscribe, like, and share. Let everybody know you're watching the #1 barbershop podcast. Peace.